Hello everyone! So by now you should have your monologues in the post and be looking through them and starting to learn your lines. And I thought I'd make a quick video to help you, give you some advice, give you some tips on how you can get that monologue stuck in your brain so that you can think about the character, think about the scene and act completely in the moment. So in this video, we're going to cover 3 tips that I have to help you learn your monologue. So here we go. Tip number 1. Break it down. So what you're going to want to do is you've got your monologue and it looks like this big long chunk of text. You're going to take it, and I'm sure we all know sentences. They start with a capital letter and they end with a full stop. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your monologue and every sentence you're going to rewrite underneath each other. So if it says, one day I went to the park, full stop. I had an ice cream, full stop. Instead of writing it out like this, you're going to write, one day I went to the park, next line. I had an ice cream, full stop. Break it down into your sentences and that will help it stick in your brain because it feels like shorter pieces of information to retain. Now, don't be scared about rewriting your monologue. It might seem like a really mammoth chore, but I promise you, it will take 5-10 minutes. Just write them down line by line in sentences, and by the end of it, I'm sure that you will know 90% of it off by heart. Tip number 2. You are going to record yourself just like I'm doing now and hear back your voice. Do it every day. Listen to it. Listen to it while you're brushing your teeth. Record a video of you speaking your monologue. You don't have to perform it, just read the lines to the camera. So for example, turn your camera on. It doesn't even need to be facing you. Just get the sound of you saying your monologue. One day I went to the park, I had an ice cream, I saw a dog and I had lots of fun, then I went home. I'm not performing it, I'm not making it a big thing, I'm not performing for the camera, I'm just saying it into the phone so that I can record the sound of my monologue. And if you listen to this every day when you brush your teeth, that's 2 times a day, then this information and the monologue will get stuck into your brain and you will find that it's an easier way to learn your monologue instead of sitting down and reading through it and going through it and feeling like this huge task. So give that one a go. Tip number 3. My final tip for learning your monologue is practice buddy. Find a practice buddy. Get your mum, your parent, your sister, it can't be your dog because they have to speak back to you, but find anybody that can help you and sit down with them at least once or twice a week maybe, as well as completing the other tasks that I've told you to do on how to learn your monologue, and get your partner to sit there with the monologue at hand. And every time that you mess up or you say a word wrong, they're going to go, ah! They're going to correct you, tell you what the sentence is. Then you're going to start again from the beginning. So, say my monologue is, I went to the park, I had an ice cream, I saw a dog, I went home, and I had a lovely day. Okay, I'm going to read it again without looking at my script, and my partner is going to correct me when I get something wrong. So I went to the park and I went home and I had a lovely day. Ah, they've stopped me. I got it wrong. They stop me, they tell me what it is that I should be saying, and then I'm going to start from the very beginning and work back down. It seems like a long, hard thing to do, but trust me, it's the easiest way to get your monologue learned, because the fear of getting it wrong and having to start all over again kind of triggers stuff in here and means that you will learn it better and quicker. So those are my top 3 tips for learning your monologue. Number 1, break it down, put it into sentences, write it out and go through it that way. Number 2 is video yourself saying the monologue aloud and listen to that every time you brush your teeth. And number 3 is practice buddy. Find someone to come and help you and get them to stop you every time you mess up on a line or you get something wrong or you hesitate and can't remember the line. And then start from the beginning, and the more you do those things, the quicker and easier it will be to learn your monologue. Now, the reason that we're really wanting you to learn your monologue and get it done as soon as possible is because once you know your monologue inside and out and you know which line comes next and you know what's happening, we can start moulding and adapting the monologue into this physical piece of stage performance or screen performance on Zoom that we can show to everybody. So the key is learn your monologue, get comfortable with it, and then we can start building the what's the character going to wear? Where are you sat? What are you doing with your hair? I don't know, what makeup have you got on that day, or what t-shirt have you got on that day? You can really get into the depths of that, but we can't do all of that fun stuff until you know your lines. So please, please, please learn your lines. Use these tips, and if you have any other questions, just give me an email and I'm sure I can help you out. But let me know how it goes, guys. I am really excited to see your monologues.